Well, howdy. This here's your guest cook, Billy Clem Bob Delmont, on the Cooking with John show. Today, I'm gonna make something that you ain't gonna believe. I'm gonna make a water pie. I hear you people out there going, Billy Clem Bob Delmont, how you gonna make pie out of water? What are you talking about? It don't seem possible to me neither, but I gotta try it. So, okay, first of all, I'm gonna use one of these here newfangled pre-made pie dough shells, and I gotta cut the end off. I've done left it out for a little while so it would get to room temperature. I got this pie shell here, and we're gonna gently unroll this. Roll it out nice. Let me just get it all up here at once. Can you see me? Bet you can't. I'm hiding behind this pie shell. So, okay, now we gently put that in there. And push it down all around. Gotta get this one unrolled real good, except for that one last piece, but I don't care. That's good enough. So, okay, we're gonna get this down in the pie shell real good. And then we gotta go around. I'm gonna fold this underneath first, so that there's a kind of a thick wall up around the top of the pie. Because with this water going in there, I don't want it leaking out. So I'm gonna build this wall up a little bit. And because it's gotta go in the oven for darn near an hour, I think, from what I sees in the instructions. But this is weird, man. I ain't never heard of making no pie out of water. It just sounds silly to me. But then again, there's things in this world that I don't understand. Okay, now I'm gonna do this thing and make it fancy too. Just go around like that. There we go. Now I think that there's the prettiest pie shell I ever did. Now we need to make some fork holes in it so that it don't go bubbling up when we put it in the oven. Okay, done with that. Now we're gonna put this aside, put this over here, and get this here bowl. Now we gotta mix together some things that are gonna go into the water pie. So first of all, we need a quarter cup of flour. Okay, we need a quarter cup of flour. So I'm going to just kind of gently fluff that up a little bit. And then get me a quarter cup of it. Just like that. Put it in there. Now we need a cup of sugar. Sure seems like a lot. But, well, that's what the recipe said. So I better follow it so it comes out right. Now this pie is gonna take all day because it's gotta cool off and then it's gotta refrigerate. That's probably enough, that's close. That's about a cup, so put that in there too. Now the reason I put them powders together is because I want to mix them around so that when we put them in the pie, it's gonna be even. I don't need these no more. That was a good one. All righty then. Okay, now we'll take this same fork and I'm just gonna fluff this around and mix all that flour and that sugar in with itself. So it's nice and even. See that? You can't tell what the difference is between the sugar and the flour no more. That's when you know it's done. Okay, that's ready. Here comes the weird part. Now the first thing we gotta do with this here water pie is put some water in the pie shell. Here's the pie shell. Here's some water. This is a cup and a half of water. So here we go. I'm pour it right in the pie shell. Just like that. Don't that look silly? I ain't never seen no pie start out like that before. So, okay, now the next thing we want is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now, this here's your fake vanilla. This ain't real vanilla. And so you don't want to use this too often. They make this with burnt wood. So, you know, this is okay for flavoring sometimes. But if you want real vanilla, you got to get them vanilla sticks or something. Okay, I'm going to put this in the water first so it dissipates good. Dissipate, that means to get mixed up. Well, no. I know people that are mixed up, but they ain't dissipated. So anyway, we got this here vanilla going all around, so it'll flavor the water all over the place. Oh, now the next thing I want to do, before I forget, is I'm going to put the oven on 400 degrees. So let's do that now. Put this on at 400. Right there. Nothing in there, right? Okay. Turn on the light so you can see what's going on in there. Now, here comes the tricky part. This is where it gets weird. Oh, I also got to do something else. I have to cut 5 tablespoons of butter so that they can go on here too. But we'll do that in a minute. Okay, first of all, weird, I'm telling you. You just sprinkle this over the pie. Just like this. So you get all that in there. Get all that sugar and flour in that pie. And sprinkle it around. Now you don't stir it. You do not stir it. It's going to, whoops. Oh, that was lumpy. I wanted to get it in there a little smoother, but, well, anyway. That's going to have to be good enough because I sure ain't going to start over. How you going to start over something like that anyways? Okay, well, oh, don't it? It's just, I don't know. It's just, I'm skeptical on this one. I really don't know what to expect. Okay, one more thing we got to put in here. We got to put in 5 tablespoons of butter. Now, if you look on your butter wrapper, you're going to see where it's got lines for cutting up tablespoons of butter. Each one of those lines is a tablespoon. So we need 5 of those. I'm going to just do it like this. I'm going to lay this on the table and go 1, put it in there, 2, a lot of butter, a lot of sugar, 3, dang, it's going to be something else, 4, and 5. Well, darned if that ain't the darndest looking pie I ain't never seen before. Would you looky here? Ain't that the strangest looking thing you ever saw? Yeah, well, that's all there is to the recipe. So now I gotta bake it at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Then we gotta turn the oven down to 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. I'll put the equivalent of the metric measurements for the degrees, but I'm not sure what the metric measurements for time is. Okay, we gotta wait for a minute for the oven to heat up. Why don't you go to a commercial?
Drink all night, wreck the car, DUI and jail bars. Well, you better call Midtown Bail Bonds. Wife and kid alone at home, helps a agent on the phone. Mike and Butch at Midtown Bail Bonds. It don't matter who you are, time of day, near or far. There's someone to post your bail at Midtown Bail Bonds. Midtown Bail Bonds.
Well, I guess it's time to put the pie in the oven. So, first of all, I'm going to get the oven door open. And then I bring the whole thing, the pie pan and the cookie sheet on it and everything. This pie actually didn't fill up as good as I thought it would. So, but that's all right. We're going to let it go in there. And now we got to time it for 15 minutes. So, we got to set my timer on that. So, we'll be back after 15 minutes. Okay, it's time to turn the temperature down. It's been 15 minutes. Now we got to turn it down So 375. Okay. And now it's got to bake for 20 to 25 minutes. So that's going to take a while there. Now, I suppose I ought to tell you a little bit of history about this here water pie. It actually started back in the 1870s or 1880s. It's called Desperation Pie, and it was a replacement for like custard. Not the Custard Last Stand guy. But then it got popular in the 1930s during the war, and people was getting in depression and stuff, and they was depressed and didn't have much money, and so they come up with different ways they could make something to eat that's the simplest and cheapest way to do it. So that's what that's all about. So how about that? Well, since that's in the oven for so long, we got time for the hillbilly word of the day. I just love building my vocabulary. Well, it's been 20 minutes, so now we gotta look in the oven and see what the pie's doing. Would you look at that? It's a boiling away. I think it needs more time. Huh, ain't that interesting? Okay, just let it go for a few more minutes. Well, let's have another look and see what's going on. You know, I think that pie's probably as done as it's going to get. Just in there boiling away. So, okay, what we'll do is going to shut off the gas. And we're just going to let the oven stay open and so it can cool off. Well, that's the darndest thing I ever seen. I'm not even sure if it's going to come out the way it looks, but we're just going to follow the recipe. So it's got to cool all the way down. And then it's got to go in the fridge. So it might not even be till tomorrow that we get to try it. Or maybe real late tonight. So, okay, well, that's all for now. Can't do nothing else. Except maybe a hillbilly word of the day. Them words is fun. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to wait for the pie. So I'll catch you in a little while. Well, welcome back. The pie has been in the refrigerator now for several hours, and I think it's probably ready to cut up and taste. So we're gonna give it a try right now. Let's see what it looks like. Now that's something. That there looks really good. It looks better than I expected, and the crust looks really good. So here, let me show you a good picture of it. Hey, look at that. Don't that look good? It smells good. It looks pretty darn tasty. Okay, let's cut it up. Oh boy. Oh, I think I'm gonna go this way so I can get that big old piece of crust. Go down here like this and cut the pie in half first. Okay, now I want to cut out a wedge. Here it goes, there's the first slice. So there's the slice we're going to eat. I need me a glass of milk. I know I'm going to need a glass of milk. Oh boy, let's commence to eating this pie. Here we go. First taste of a water pie. Carnation, that's good. It's buttery and it's sweet, and you can taste the vanilla. Wow. I'd have never thought it could be possible. I'm eating a pie made out of water. I wish you could taste this. Here, take a look at that. I'd have never believed that. Well, it's not a mystery anymore. You can make a pie out of water. Came out so good. I'm just eating this up. You just watching me eat, huh? Well, that's it. A water pie. And you saw me make it too. All right then, that's the end of the show. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And you share the show with everybody so they can learn how to make a water pie too. And God bless everybody. And I'll see you next time I get a chance to come on the Cooking with John show. All righty then. Bye. I can't believe how good this is. Tarnation, that's good.